Greetings, everyone, and welcome into the Hourglass. Welcome if you are new. All right, we're still in Taurus season 2025. This is not going to be the typical relationship, love, or romance reading. I wanted to get more real life shit, right? So we're going to take a look at what path or portals may be open or available to you that you may be distracted from. I'm getting like distracted. It's like the portal, the path is there, but we're being distracted, paying attention to the useless things. I don't know. This might cause you to repeat a karmic lesson. If you up to that, ain't got no time to repeat something already been through. Let's get some new energy out here. Wow. Okay, so you guys, this is going to be a bit more personal and tailored. So it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you at this very moment. So last night, this is a day after the new moon in Taurus. There's a white rabbit out in my lawn. And I immediately thought about the World card and the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles has the white rabbit as well. And I immediately got spiritual pureness. A lot of beautiful omens. You guys, some of you are like experiencing a lot of beautiful miracles, and it's like you can't tell anybody. Come tell me. All right, let's see what's going on. We have possessions, and this is the base chakra. Let's see what's under the deck. We have seeing. So this was a jumper card from yesterday. So again, we're seeing deeper into what's on the surface level. A lot of you, your third eye been activated. You were just being distracted. You're focusing on all the useless things. Some of you, there's a lot of truth and clarity, but it's unable to stick because there's a lot of denial. I'm getting like this pushback on learning or even inviting new information or revelations, and it could feel very personal. It's almost like you have to be in some sort of training, everyday training, to kind of grasp the concept or learn the skill, versus it being pushed on you, shoved on you, dropped on you. It's like it's too much at one time, and it's a pushback in perspective. It's a lot of knowledge or content, and it's like your ego or your mind is pushing back at it, but it's almost like you're supposed to be grasping it. It's happening for a reason, so it could be stunting your growth. It's like someone may be choosing monumental stuff over maturity, and that's why they have like a lot of temporary situations or even projects. It's like a hit and miss. So we have 377. So we're gonna be like talking a bunch of signs and stuff, so symbolism and stuff. So get ready. Now, you may have some people around you that's very possessive of you as a whole, or possessive of your destiny. It's like people may be looking at you, idolizing you, and you may be saying to yourself, dude, we all are struggling. We all have a lot to do. I'm just trying to make it through the day by day, right? But you have people that want to possess the skills, the talent, the courage, the calmness that you may possess. Some of you need to take firm action, or you need to have a close look, a close eye on your finances. What truly belongs to you? Some of you may have an inheritance that is en route to you, but because you have possessive people or situations, it's like a factor here. It's like a pulling away from you, or it's delayed. I'm getting that it's going to show up in time, almost like you're going to level up off of a karmic lesson, and then here comes this inheritance. It's going to have you looking at people or looking at life very differently. So we do have the third eye chakra going on here. There could be a lot of temptations. Like you could even have hollow spirits or hollow beings that's coming to you as well, wanting to trade. So be careful what you're swapping out. I'm also getting demonic possession and angelic possession. So for half the collective, there could be angelic possession going on, and for the next half, there could be demonic possession going on. If you were into spell casting or doing rituals, you have to kind of be open to the bullshit type energy that could latch on to you, especially if you're doing core cutting rituals or you're doing a forgiveness closeout cycle. And it's like, I choose to do the forgiveness ritual over the core cutting, because core cutting could actually invite very angry spirits, all right? Spirits that are angry, you're attempting to do this. And because it's out of the elements, it's almost like it's accessible, or that channeling is very weak. Do you get what I'm saying? Because when you're doing that core cutting, there's a lot of emotions that come out of you too. Like, if I'm doing it right, if it's gonna work. So it's like we have angry entities or spirit that's feeding off of that doubt, versus a forgiveness cycle. You have to like get up every time you fall, every time you fail, every time you relapse, every time you cry, every time you want to go back to what was not really good, and you have to move away from it. So it's like you're fighting this internal battle. So this is like soulful, energetic, and a mental thing, versus the core cutting ritual out of the elements. So now it's like you're getting to see that breakthroughs are definitely a fact, is definitely true, and it's definitely real. I hope you guys are still with me, because you're going through this forgiveness cycle, and you get to see what you're capable of doing as well in these breakthroughs. So yeah, you may have someone that may have done something out of desperation and control, and some sort of demonic entity is latching on to this person. There's like heaviness in the chest. There could be like a tightness in the throat, foggy brained, or it's like a guilt eating somebody up. Hey. All right. So again, this is all about you. So we're not really focusing on romantic situations right now. We're looking at path or portals that you just not seeing at this time. Someone could be like very worldly, and that in itself is kind of opening them up to worldly entities or demonic possession for these worldly things. We have navigation. Okay, we're going to keep that. And that was kind of a loud snap. We have healing energy with the family tree or ancestral tree. We do have the same type of energy here on the antlers with branches. So I just remembered a post Blueface recently posted to his mom about forgiveness, about him being tempted by females he thought loved him more than his mama. But it turns out, no, right? And he figures this out, or it's a big revelation to him when he's behind bars, a time where he's isolated and he's not present. So it's like he's seeing people from a different angle, and now realizing a mother's love, even though it's not perfect. It's like mother was right about certain things type of deal. So I'm saying that to say, when he talked about in the post, and you could look it up, when he talked about how all the leaves fell off the tree and he had to go back to his roots, which is her, the mother, right? You guys could see. I don't have on my claws because I want to start working more with the elements, and I feel like having false nails is kind of stopping my senses, my fingertips, and that's very important to me, to touch things with my fingertips. But anyway, yeah, so he went on to say the leaves has fallen off the tree or the branches, and now I get to see that it's my roots. I see that it's my roots, right? So a lot of people around you is starting to see something in you as well, something that they don't have possession of that you may possess. Now, navigation. This could talk about the chase or the pursuit of worldly things. What path has it led someone down? Hey, All right. And it also revealed that this could be a generational thing. It may not be a curse, but it could be a generational karma or generational addiction. Or it could come from way back in the ancestral where they were trained or taught to like forget who they are. Because, you know, sometimes teachings, whether it's you're subjecting yourself to these teachings or not, you're being conditioned or groomed, confirmation. It's like you go through certain things. Auto pay. The bills are being paid, right? Okay, so that could be also a thing. Debts are being paid, and that could be spiritual, it could be financial, it could be all across the board. So what I was getting at is sometimes when we're going through a teaching or a training, we tend to leave our opinions or our understandings on the side. We block it or we brush it off. Or for some of us who is very outspoken and we question everything, we start to question the master or the teacher, right? So it's like, it needs to be like a healthy balance day. Yes, you're intaking a new teaching, could be from a master, or this could be your karmic lessons teaching you. You're finally the student. You're finally sitting in that chair of the student. And it's like a lot. It's like a lot of knowledge or a lot of lessons, or things are happening too fast for someone to say, okay, I know what this is. I know how I'm supposed to move out of this. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm going to try. That's where the breakthrough energy comes back in again, because it's like you're doing something that you never done before. And if it comes from the ancestral root with healing energy, it's very heavy because it's coming down. It trickled down generations, and now it's on you. You know, your ancestors could have chosen you before birth, or you could have subject yourself to these lessons in order to heal in this realm, in this timeline. All right, because healing is very important. And if we have possessions, then we have money, because it takes money to buy the things that we possess, right? So this could be a money situation, finances, people's attitude or behavior towards money may shift at this time. Seeing the truth or clarity. Then I'm also getting that a lot of you may be learning what not to do from the folks around you. So it's like you're being smart. Some of you, you're not playing it safe anymore because things are not fair or the world is not fair, but you're being smart about it. Some of you may be fair-hearted. F-A-I-R, fair, not fair as in F-E-A-R. Some of you may be very fair-hearted, and you have to realize now, or you're going down a path that's bringing truth about being smart about what you're fair with. So that could be a deal. So I'm trying to figure out what deck I'm going to work with next. The ethers is reminding me. And like I mentioned in a previous video, light has been coming through my window. It only happened one time, so forgive me if I said it in a way. My son texting me about some food he cooked this morning. Yeah, so it's like the light coming through my window, and this was in Piscean season. We just had this super moon in Taurus, so this came from Piscean season, and I felt like the stars, the ethers, was communicating to me in broad daylight. See, this is the miracles. It's happening at a time where you least expect it, or it's like very like a phenomenon. So the light comes through my window, and it's like 4 o'clock for something in the day. It comes through my window and somehow creates a star shape on my carpet. Perfect lines. It looked like the Atlantis. They say that this star was on the Atlantis gates. I saw it in Supernatural. I'm a big Supernatural fan. So in the letters of men, they carry this star pin, right? So if you guys are interested in that, look that up. Oh yeah. So we're talking about portals and healing energy. I wanna like concentrate on this card. It's a very beautiful card, and I'm going to the trunk or the bark of the tree down into the roots, and it reminds me of a quote where they say in order for the leaves of a tree to reach heaven, the roots must be grounded into hell, or something sorts of that, right? So this is talking about the reconnection of yourself. And sometimes pain, suffering, or hellish deals, lessons, is sometimes the greatest teacher. So we're looking at moons as teachers, hey. All right. And, some of you, you could have been carrying a lot of wounds, heavy wounds, and it's now time to reconnect to your true self. It's like your true self is shrouded in some sort of, it's like cloaked. That's what I'm getting with the possession card. Your true self is cloaked and you're being navigated back to yourself, but it's like, I need a more signier sign, or I need more clarity, or I need more truth, or just one more tarot reading and I'm gonna get it. It's like you're distracting yourself with useless things. Some of you could be distracting yourself with love readings, and in some way it soothes you, but it brings no healing. It kind of triggers a little insecurities, or it becomes a trigger point to, hey, what your loved ones, or what is being blocked, hey. But it's like you're distracting yourself from the scariness of self-examination. Stop focusing so much on why this person is doing what they're doing and what core wounds they have to heal, and what the reader is saying and how many readers are saying the same thing. Is a collective work. It's a collective effort. It's a collective soul work. So if you're working on yourself and people are seeing that, what do you think you're going to spring? What do you think you're going to spring into them? Oh, yeah. Those companies love when you're on auto pay, right? It comes with perks, but even with that, you have to learn to be smart about the bargains that you struck, right? So again, with possession and healing, this could feel like, I'm busy today, this Tuesday, huh? It feels like there's some sort of entity that's latched on to someone around you or you, and you're no longer in control of your actions at times with navigation as well. So look into that. Learn to differentiate what is your energy, what is your mood, what is your thoughts, what is your conclusion. Learn to pull it apart. Don't just digest it and observe it. Learn to pull it apart, differentiate what is you, your true self, and move on it. This could even be societal norms and trends. Have you noticed people are like being sucked in, subdued, or some people may be docile in their true selves, that they succumb to these trends like it's a necessity, like it's essential. I see it all the time. Trends are definitely switching your brain off, and you just follow in line. So that in itself could be a certain type of possession. Some of you may need to try meditation, where you're searching your mind. You're like the third party, looking at your thoughts until there is no thoughts at all. And it could come in the form of static or white light at times, or even falling through like a black abyss. At times, that's when the mind is clay. It's like you have to fall through all these different thoughts, memories, assumptions. You got to blow through all of that to get a clear channel. So it's like you're heading back to your true self, a clear channel. You're healing. This is what this card sums it up to be. You're healing. So it's time to shine your light. It's time to observe, like really take a look at how bright your light is. Some of you could be picking up a lot of other people's imagination. Some of you, you're ultra sensitive right now, and it's like your body may be tingling, or there's like, you feel like you're going in slow motion, but yet fast. Some of you are jumping timelines. You're going deep into this ground. In Taurus season, we talk about groundedness, but it's like, what does that really mean? It's time to go beyond what you hate. Groundedness, what is that? Go research it. Try different examples. Stick your hand in some dirt. That's groundedness. We're going deep into the ground, and this could be the ground of your spirit. Does that make sense? I'm getting too deep for y'all. I'm a mermaid. What is this? Yeah. Some of you, it's time for you to fight back your nervous system. Some of you may be anxious. You're eating foods or drinking beverages that kind of intensify anxiety. You're reading all this knowledge about anxiety. It could cause or call like a hysteria. You know, sometimes when somebody does, again, it's like a trend, but it's like hysteria to me is what I'm getting. So it's time for you to kind of, you see how you plan things. You plan to go out, you plan to go on that trip. It's now time for you to plan a healing. It's time for you to make your environment work for you. All right? Make your environment work for you. Sometimes speed is a deal. Speed, not to rush the healing, but it's like a speed. It's a speed that you're going through, or a certain pace that you're going through. Maybe you could use that as an asset, or again, your environment. Use this to work for you. Some of you may be seeing a lot of GPS spiritual signals. And it's because, okay. So for some of you, you need to get this through your thick ass skull. You're seeing a lot of these spiritual GPS signals or messages because you don't know the way. That's why we use GPS, right? That is the main reason why we use maps, right? Because we don't know the way. So do it like how you would do a trip. Okay, you're going to Italy, right? You've never been to Italy for some of us, right? So you look at the different roads, different restaurants, where you're going to stay, how long it's going to take. This is how you need to plan out your healing. You're going to visualize the goal, and you're going to give these goals some legs. I'm guessing again, do not make speed a priority. It's all about who you become as you process this trip, this journey. It's not about the destination or the location. It's who you become. And a lot of you, it's bigger, greater, and brighter than what you imagine yourself to be. You've never been to this version or this part in your life before. You don't know how to get there. That is why, and I have to remind you, this is why you're seeing spiritual GPS. And that could come in the form of dream talk. You're having very strange but vivid, strong, intense dreams. Figure it out. Figure it out. Your internal compass right now is guiding you through the difficulties into clear waters. It's no longer a time to sit and wait for the debris or the muck in your life to settle. It's no longer a time to observe. We see that with navigation. It's time to get moving. It's time to give those goals. It's time to give this healing legs. Your goal right now is to move towards clear waters. There's some sort of generational karma that is very heavy. It has trickled down many generations. It is heavy. But your ancestors seem to think that you're the good one for it. You're good for it. And it's like you have to drop the cloak. I'm seeing this image, dropping the ball and dropping the cloak. It's like it's right in front of you, your destination, this new version of you, but you have to go through this portal. It's not a straight road. It's not. It's a lot of twists and turns. It's a lot of things that looks like a dead end, but not. This is your calling, but the healthy habits that comes with it is not going to be easily adapted to. You're going to have to get up and you're going to fall on your butt, and you're going to have to get right back up. I feel like the third time you fall on your butt is not going to be as painful or discomforting or embarrassing as it was the first time you popped on your butt. Yeah, a lot of you with these visions comes healthy habits. I feel like if you do not practice healthy habits, you're going to block the ability to have these visions, these clarities, these revelation. Hell, you're going to even be blocked from digesting the knowledge or material. Some of you, you're so blocked up because you're not eating healthy, you're not doing health, you're not living healthy. You're so blocked up that it's easier to just fall in line with the crowd. It's easier to just do what Simon says. It's almost like you gave up. And that's not helping. That attitude needs to be checked because it's not helping. All right? Let's see how much time I got. I don't want to make this all drawn out and boring because a lot of you don't have the mental capacity for healthy things. It's almost like you're enjoying the chaos, or you run to the chaos because, again, it could be another distraction for a lot of you. You feel alive there, you know, but what are you really doing? What is being diminished as you run back to chaos? Some of you are connecting to a higher power, and you need to be mindful of certain choices or certain actions because it has the power to kind of shift our reality very fast. We have the mature woman with number 6. We have the thief with 24. These could be birth dates. This could be ages 24 to a 37 age bracket. We have thief. What is robbing you of your time? What is robbing you of your focus? What is robbing you of spiritual strength? Some of you, somebody's very worldly. They're very, very worldly. And it's because it's something very repetitious. This could be being exposed to social media for long periods of time. We're starting to get sucked in to useless things. Some of you need to be careful of the cleaning products that you use, the detergents that you use on your clothes. It's a very sensitive time, and people could be feeling very overstimulated. Hey, now I was talking about a path. This is like a back road or a back street in the thief card. So someone is really intrigued with a lot of time wasting, and we hear the sirens in the back going. So someone is into a lot of time wasting things. They could boggle themselves down with unnecessary situations, and it's like trash. It's like trash content, trash activities and behavior. It's gunky. I'm hearing try again, this time in daylight hours. And I'm also getting stop responding to scraps and breadcrumbs. You may come off as very stuck up. You may come off as a closed channel. Maybe there are people around you that wants to possess you, that wants to steal from you, or they do. They do, because I'm seeing this pickpocketer steal this guy's watch, and being caught, they have to apologize and give back the gentleman the pocket watch. Then I'm also getting I'm too experienced to be taken for a ride. Some of you could be stepping into your crone feminine energy, whether you're a guy or a gal. I don't respond to scraps and breadcrumbs. And I'm also getting access denied because I'm not convenient. So all of this attitude, or all of this discernment when it comes to who to shut out, is part of this healing energy. Someone may see you, or you have a group of people that see you as a great asset and may not be telling you, because then they don't want you to know your importancy. They don't want you to take advantage of this importancy. I'm hearing you have a boundary setting system going right now. It's like a new technology to bring in or ensure this healing energy. Therefore, it's like you are intensifying wealth later down the road. Some of you may be walking portals, walking divine judgments. Yup. It's like you don't allow minimum requirements, not even from yourself. Here goes the sirens again. Something special. So I'm getting prompt to say every time you hear the sirens is an indication of something special. See, we read it as emergency, or maybe something went wrong, or somebody needs help, somebody needs rescue. But what I'm being prompted to say is every time you hear that siren, and this could be for you in your reality as well. Every time you hear that sirens, something special. Isn't that a coinky dinky? Something special. So you may interpret, and that comes with perspective, you may interpret certain signs as, oh my God, danger. No, it's actually backwards. It's actually reverse. And we see that here with the big quotation as so above, so below. So it may be a mirrored perspective. Oh, when you see a black cat, what does that mean? Bad luck. Flip it. It's what is it? Inverted. You're gonna have a lot of proofs that intention is just not easily spoken. It is lived. With the clarity and truth card. And I'm also getting, it's about the fire that stays lit even when no one is looking. Wow, bravo. Bravo, something special. So let's talk about the thief. Some people around you may feel like it's luck that's going on with you right now, and they may try to break that down. They may try to debunk that. Like, oh, it's just luck. That was a fluke. I could do that too. You have people around you that are naturally born thieves. They like to take more than they give, or they take without asking. And they may, lie about it. They may lie about it. Something about you is very abstract. And I feel like your energy is missed, or it's recognized in your absence. People see it. There could be a lot of people that ask for you, or, is amazed, speak really good about you behind your back. And some people don't like that. It provokes a demonic attachment, or it intensifies those moods, and the demonic attachment feeds on it. Some of you, you're being navigated away from these thieves, but something is you're gravitating, or you're still curious about these thieving energies inside certain people. Maybe there's a certain situation that you're judging someone on, that they're time wasting, or they take from you. But what are you allowing to be taken? What are you allowing these thieves to take? Someone may also feel like they're simply missing out on something special when it comes to you. In their mind or energetically, they feel like they can't let you go, or somehow you belong to them. This could also be people that wants to steal your destiny, wants to steal your birthright. They want to remove it. They want to move it, or move your goalpost. They want to move your post. They want to take it away. They want to separate it. They want you distant from it. But they can't stop what the Most High already ordained, hey? Some of you may be seeing fewer and fewer love, or it's like fewer and fewer people are being removed out of your life. You may feel like love is missing you all the time. That's not true. This is not true. You need to be honest with yourself as well. Be honest with your true, genuine self, because you may be robbing yourself of good things, or missing out on some special things, because you're choosing not to remember who the fuck you are. So we have some folks here that may be recovering from a loss, or they're distancing themselves from people who take and are not fair-hearted. Somebody's distancing themselves from those folks. I'm also getting in this Taurus season, when you do reconnect with your true self, attachments that you had with certain people are going to be permanently lost. These people would have to look at you from a distance as they remember how much of an asset you were to them and their life. That's just how it's gonna go. You see how buttoned up this lady is? She don't have time to be playing. This could be also an energetic protection bubble. Someone may be trying to offer you breadcrumbs and scraps when you have more, or you know more is coming, and it's like they're still trying to offer you scraps and breadcrumbs whilst trying to steal from you at the same time. You could have someone, this could be job related. You could have someone around you that sees what you have. This could be things on your desk. This could be things, that tools that you work with, and they go and copy, they go and buy it. They go out and try to copy what you have, your tools, not realizing that you possess the skill. You possess a gift. It's not about the tools, it's about the hand that wields it. It's about, I'm hearing the ramifications that you possess. I'm hearing fakers, backstabbers, and blessing blockers tailing you. See you as a treasure. They can't help it. They want it. And if they want it, guess what? They're going to try to take it, or they're going to take it. Some of you may have some serious healing to do with family members that you may have. I'm getting like a mother to a daughter. Some of you may have moms that may have tried to use you as an object or an item. These mothers may be coming back to apologize, whether they have passed on or they're still walking on this earth. Some of you are the mothers that could have been very emotionally neglectful towards certain loved ones or children. It's almost like this is reoccurring, or the past is coming back for you to face it, to you to face that somehow this is blocking you from truly healing, from truly walking your true path. Like, you're not an angel, hey, you're not a saint. And even sometimes angels disobey. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the same Queen of Pentacles energy I felt with the White Rabbit last night. This could talk about spiritual purity. This could talk about owning your golden touch, owning your healing energy, your growth energy, or your life-giving stamina. Someone may see that you're a bag of money. They may look at you as very wealthy, luxurious, having more, or an asset, an item, an object that could bring abundance in their life. So some of you may be a portal of abundance. When you work together with people, things change. There's like a healing, confident calmness to you. People feel good when they work around you because of the abundance you bring. It's like an audience you attract. It's like a performance that others have to tap into to kind of stick close to you or rub shoulders with you. When it comes organically, you seem to know. And again, this could be trickling down from generations. Your ancestors is bestowing wisdom, confidence. Some of you, your mothers, your grandmothers, your mother's mother may have been very strong women, healers, teachers, disciplinaries. Very strong women. Could be very like busty or thick. Women that know how to wield a pot spoon. They know how to fish. They know how to provide, but in a very feminine way. Almost like there was a built-in routine, and they would conquer their goals. They would beat their goals, their daily goals. So they would wake up, I have to do this, that, and the other, and they would beat it and have more time. That may be the speed of doing things, the pace of doing things. This may come to you. This may be another, I'm getting a DNA unlock. This is part of who you are. A natural part of who you are. We're going to go with these three cards. We have the Taurus energy with the Hierophant, and we have the Diablo spirit with the Devil. So that goes back around to demon possession. Like you have people around you that are stuck in a realm where they think, oh, if I got that and if I get this and if I look a certain way, then I'm going to have the power. I'm going to have this. I want to be idolized. That's why I got from the Diablo energy. We could have Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces energy in the building. This could be all planetary energies. This could be what's going on cosmically that could be affecting you or impacting you. Some of you have rewritten programs and conditionings. It's like you step out of that. It's like it doesn't apply to you, but you're constantly being surrounded by people that grasp it very tightly. They honor these types of traditions, even if it's worthless, even if it causes harm. I'm seeing someone in a feast, and I come from the islands, so we have like this certain diet from the slavery days. And at times when we have like holidays or there's festivities going on and you see these plates of food, you recognize what is condoning or what is contributing to illnesses that has been in the family tree that didn't need to be there. It was imprinted on the DNA through a certain diet of scraps. Again, scraps and breadcrumbs. That's the culture I came from. I can't change the past, but I could change the present that could alter my future. And that's the whole game plan here. We have very twisted or distorted love patterns, or how we show love in the family unit or under the roof. All of that has been moved beyond with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has the ability to recreate, okay, how I'm cultivating the soil is not working for me. I looked in the guidebook. I tried it 3 times. That is just not working for me. It's adaptation. It's knowing that we screwed up. We fell on our butt. We figured it out. Our perspective changed with this new knowledge. And now we're ready to adapt it and move even quicker to the next try. So again, try again in the daylight hours. I heard it loud and clear and I repeated it, and now it's coming back. This is about seeing love not as a mood, not as something to be earned, but a lifestyle. Some of you have love for children, but there's like a standard about children here as well. Some of you may be in a very traditional mood right now where you want to be married to or committed to, or you're taking commitments very seriously, and you're looking at how playing your part fairly or everybody having a part makes a fair structure. Love and unity is here. So some of you may have a certain someone, or there's a group of people that look at you as a healing energy. They want to possess that. They want to be able to touch on you like a crystal ball or a genie lamp every time they feel like they're emotionally unfulfilled. Some of you may have folks around you that have been married and divorced. It's like somebody sees you as a wife material. Someone that could be under a patriarchal type of conditioning. This could be someone that believes, oh, women should stay in the house, women should stay in the kitchen, or women have a certain role to play, and I'm the husband and I get to dick around and I get to play around with my responsibilities, while the woman has to stay in a very structured, pure way. And I feel like you may have broken this stigma. You've broken something when it comes to marriage, love, and assets. It's like you give assets a new meaning. Some of you shame the devil. It's almost like when you wake up and you kind of tap into this routine. It's a routine. It's a way of living. It's a standard way of living. It's like it shamed the devil, or the devil knows is going to take. And when I say the devil, I'm talking about people that are playing into a very evil energy. Devils come to wreck and destroy and harm and separate. That's that demonic energy. So I'm not just talking about the Satan or devil, because the devil can't be in all places at once. He's not God, or it is not like God. It has to be many different places, or once they have to stay stationary and demonic energies are being sent out. So some of you may be realizing that someone may be calling on the devil a lot, or people are blaming the devil a lot, but it's these people's evil choices because they're so worldly, they're so materialistic. They think that taking is some sort of masculine or leadership energy, but it's not. It's abusing power. I'm hearing the demonic forces in higher principalities, where there's supposed to be teachings of love and unity and emotional fulfillment. It's shrouded or it's cloaked with demonic forces. And maybe you see this. Maybe a lot of you could see evil entities, or when it gravitates towards you, your eyes are wide open and you see it for what it is. You're not easily tempted. You don't let conditions or programs like cage you in. Is that what I'm getting? So this is why you feel like a portal. This is why it feels like a strong point to be around you, like a turning point. When it's like you change the game. You're a game changer, and people that come around you, they sense it. So those folks that are holding on to traditions and programs, things that are useless or gets them nowhere but misery, their demonic entity. Again, I don't have control over my body with possession. So these demonic entities, or these entities, possess these people, and they're acting out of that energy, because you're here to kind of change the game. So those that are structured in that game that feels corrupted, or they feel shaky anytime the game is being threatened or opposed, these entities start to control them. We have puppet masters, hey. We have societal norms and trends being the puppet master, and people around you are like the puppeteers, and you see it. You see it. Maybe you make it private of what you're like observing. Maybe you don't say. I'm feeling like Constantine. You ever watch that movie with Keanu Reeves? I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan, and Constantine was like something of that. So some of you may be in spiritual warfare, where there is like demonic forces that recognize something in your bloodline as well. Some of you live in love. You live in that frequency. You live in joy. I'm thinking about the 10 of Cups being emotional fulfillment to the highest degree. So anything above love, acceptance, joy, faithfulness, devotion, it's like you live there. You live there and you give it to yourself despite of the conditioning and the programs. There's a lot of worship or praying. Some of you know that some of these conditions and programs is directly linked to demonic force. You see people being robbed of who they truly are, and maybe that's teaching you. Remember I mentioned some of you may be looking and learning from other people's mistakes? Confirmation. Some of you may also believe that love should be the frequency and the only frequency in marriages, partnerships, and commitment. That makes everything grow in your garden is love, true emotional fulfillment. You already grasped that. We have 56, 56, or 65, 65, 65, 65, 65. It's like you have people around you are gonna come in or gonna come into your realm. It's like I gotta find people like you. That it's like I'm like it's like Keanu Reeves again with the Matrix, where the agents had to find him. They had to find him. You know what I'm saying? It was like at the speed of lightning, or the speed of light, not lightning, at the speed of light. Some of you have wolves in sheep clothing that are constantly trying to disrobe you. I heard it that way, so I'm going to repeat it that way. And I'm also hearing the mark of man. Someone may be trying to act nonchalant around you, or they trying to act like they don't see you. Some of you, the things you believe, I'm getting that you have ancient teachings. Some of you may have been taught by your father. Some of you may be taught by a father, or some of you may be going back to worship, praise, pray. So funny thing, what it means to pray, I found this in my library. So sometimes I pick up books from different places and I don't remember I have it until I go to clean or dust, and then a book catches my attention. Or sometimes I go down into my library downstairs and I'm like, okay, which book is calling for me? And sometimes I don't really read the book at all times. Sometimes I do, but I just go to a page and I study that page for the week. Again, it's very contrast or abstract to the norms. The number of man. Since we're talking about religious things or biblical stories, Revelation 13:18, and I just opened the page, it's on 111. Let's just read it for kicks. And outstanding about it, whenever a message is directed, if delivered, it will convey its meaning. It not only has been used to convey natural meanings, but our Father also. So this is a Father's card, and it could be, Father Sky, or your Redeemer is the Father Creator energy, or the Mother Creator, but some people like to say the Father's creative energy or Creator's energy. But our Father, unless I'm sorry, I'm stumbling, you guys, give me a break. Not only has been used to convey natural meanings, but our Father also used it to speak unto rulers in ancient times. When the kings tried to molest the consecrated vessel is displeased the Lord, he did not send a special officer to arrest him. He did not call him on the phone. He did not call a special church meeting. He just stretched out his hand and wrote on the wall in the king's guest chamber. His writing caused so much trouble, nobody was able to enjoy the feast. So you see the keywords that are connecting the story or this page. The wise men became distressed and illiterate. Their education did not mean a thing when the Lord did the writing. The wise men became distressed and illiterate. Their education did not mean a thing when the Lord did the writing. Daniel prayed through into the Lord's glory. He had a great feast prepared for him in the servants' quarter directly from heaven. His God was by his side. Not only that, but also this was the time when the Lord decided to make known unto men what it really means to exalt God and honor him daily. Daniel was not invited to be one of the guests at the king's banquet. He was not insulted, neither did he consider himself to have been molested nor cast aside, because there was no card with his name engraved. The entertaining host, Belshazzar, failed to see God, but the royal blood was flowing in Daniel's veins. So, what it means to pray through by E.J. Dabney. So we see how the biblical stories kind of connect with the Hierophant. So maybe there's biblical stories that are coming out and they talk about possession, things that are stealing your joy or stealing your life force away. There could be teachings that does not stand up to the Lord's writing as well. And some of you could have been taught those things, the basic. It's like there's there's this one story, and then we have that as the umbrella for many other stories or religions. You may be directly connected to the truer stories or the truer teachings, and that brings you on a different level, or you are some sort of portal of this healing, but it's very emotional in the body. Emotional healing, spiritual healing. Something about you breaks a lot of stigmas, and you have people around you that see you as a great asset, whether they want to tell you it or not. They could be very possessive of the way how you show up. This could be work related. You could have a boss or an owner that is very, very possessive of you, and you may not know. This could be like silent stewing or silent suffering. I don't know if that's you or this is people around you. It's like you constantly break barriers that hold people in place. I keep getting that. You have someone around you that could be very dark in energy, or they're disconnected from their truer self, therefore disconnected from the Most High. And it's like they're looking at you, and it's like distorted love energy. Maybe this is someone that knows patriarchal ways of pursuing women, and it just doesn't move you. It's not moving. It's like you want love-based gifts or love-based gestures, and when you don't sense it, you kind of stay to yourself with the Queen of Pentacles. You do your part, and when it's time to like detach, you do so very professionally. A lot of people may be very curious about your life, about the things you have. Maybe the things that you do show is very prized or value pieces or high-end pieces. People love being around you, but they also try to take from you or use you in some way. I'm getting like the priest in the Hierophant energy is like stalking or gawking at the Queen of Pentacles. Is like somebody that has a lot of principles, or they could be like free, like freed out, but they have a lot of traditions, or they know a lot of traditions. And you know, Hierophant energy could be like long term, because when we are on a path of faith, it's something it feels very permanent, or it feels like I have to devote all of me to it. I don't know. I feel like somebody wants to use your devotion, or you have someone around you that uses tradition or well-known facts or principles. They claim to live by it, but they're free. And it could be very like taboo here, where we have a pastor or a priest, yet we have them as a thief at night. It's something about when the freaks come out at night, or this could be definitely demonic forces in higher places, in higher principalities. Someone may be aware of that, the corruption. So someone may be talking or trying to say that they live by certain traditions, but they're corrupted. They use these things to get in and corrupt and infest. I'm seeing like back to the Matrix with Keanu Reeves. It's like the agents in the real world looks like these sperm-like bots. But in the Matrix, they look like agents. So in the Matrix, these people look human, but in real life, they're like demonic succubus, incubus forces. And you possibly see that. You see in that lens. Is that what this is? Something about love. Your frequency is on love. What are higher frequencies above love?
In the context of energy and vibrations, some consider higher frequencies above love to include authenticity and purpose.
Okay. That's part of the frequencies of love. Okay, so what I'm getting is people may idolize, but you love. You're in the frequency of love. Your opinions of love is very strong and powerful. Some of you, this love may have stretched out, and I'm seeing like it was coded in your DNA. And it's like many cultures, or you look like you could belong to many cultures, your features or the way how you talk, the way how you, it's like you use the power of love that are the same in many cultures. You see me too. Love is a frequency. So that's what I heard. You see me too. Love is a frequency. Then I'm getting with the tree. Love is a frequency in the universe that we all could tune into. Somebody didn't believe this until they went to a teacher or a training or something was revealed. Maybe this is you too. You had some sort of miraculous experience that you recognize the love frequency within you. You live by it. And these different frequencies could be trying to tap into that. You may be the teacher of love. And the Diablo spirit is like watching you all the time through thieves. It's like a burst of sound. Some of you, your love frequency gives off a sound. This is, I like this. Because I'm hearing people hear you before they see you. Or when you walk in the room, my mom just sent me this the other day. Lights flicker. That has been going on from Pisces season for me. But it's like every other year I experience it, but in different seasons. And in so far, 2025, the year of the 9, I've experienced the flickering lights from Piscean season up to present day. So maybe your love frequency omits a sound. And it's like people have to pay attention. They can't explain why. Then I'm also hearing science and quantum physics. I'm a sciencey girl. I love science fiction too. Then I'm seeing a thief takes the opportunity to play with Joy. My middle name is Joy. I'm getting a thief decides to play with the frequency of love, but remains unattached to the outcome. Somebody may be presently surprised. It's like a feral dog or a feral cat. And I see like your hand trying to touch the cat, and it hisses and it try to bites at you, snaps at you, claw you. And it's like you just like put your hand out, and all of a sudden the cat is like focused on you, and it's like it's calm. That's some Jedi shit, bruh. Are you like a Jedi? The frequency in your body and filling the cells. And then I'm getting a vision of when you water a plant and the water hits the soil, you see how the dry soil becomes moist and the water goes down. That's what I just saw. Some of you need to continue staying or remaining unattached to an outcome here. Be the observer. There's a lot of things that are starting around you, or it's like people notice when they get around you, things start. You're like the startup, you're like the portal. So it's like, okay, I notice when I'm around Hourglass subscriber or viewer, things just start to grow and blossom. It's like high energy. Everybody's laughing, everybody's smiling. Even if people don't want to, it's like they have to smile. You win people over, you capture them. But they try to remain like backed off. You're reflecting something to them that they don't possess. You emanate something that they don't possess. And it's regular. This is a reality. I don't know. I feel like you have your DNA is imprinted with some sort of Lord's teaching or Lord's writing, but not of modern day. Some of you may speak in tongues, or when you pray, the prayers hit. And it's like a reminder, like the Most High is reminding you that you are loved. So it's like every time you pray, and you don't pray about worldly things. It's like every time you pray, you get like confirmation. I don't know if you feel like cold air or wind blow or animals are attracted to you. You just get gentle reminders that you were heard. And when it plays out, it's like you're holding your breath, or you're uptight, or you're really like stiff, tense about it. And when this prayer plays out, it's like a reminder that you're loved. It's like a gentle kiss on the cheek, like holding the face. I'm getting like a forehead kiss, not a kiss on the cheek, but a forehead kiss. What? Or it's like the frequency of love fills your cells and you emanate this light or this sound. And I'm getting like the wolf. You know when you strike a dog and they start crying, like, ha, 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 like something like that? I'm hearing the wolf do that, like whimper in your presence. Wow. So you may have someone around you that loves you. They found emotional fulfillment with you, but the things they have been conditioned to believe, it pushes back against what you stand for. So they may be tussling with a lot of their shadows. And this could be someone tussling with the fact that they could be wrong. Because I'm getting like this priest tell this lady, you need to leave. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemous. So it could be, oh, and you know, I just saw, so I watched Mary on Netflix, I think. And it's when Mary was at this, I think it was a temple, and she was made to like do all these teachings, and then she finds out she's pregnant, and they're like, how is this possible? And she had to go through like a series of tests to prove her innocence, and it's like she still turned out to be public enemy number one. So maybe you're pregnated with a lot of this love frequency, this purpose, right? This essence of authenticity. And it's very, very powerful. People could know what this is. You vibrate very high. People that know the ancient writings know, and that could be those entities, because these entities been around from the beginning of time. So they recognize the sound or the frequency, the light. And I see that a lot in supernatural, where demonic forces are attracted to light beings. They feast on them. They like the taste. Demonic force attracted to light beings because they taste sweet, you know. It's good to contaminate and corrupt a love frequency. It's like, yes, I did, you know, because this could be a father. Somebody could definitely believe in Lucifer as their father, the light bearer as their father, you know what I'm saying, their master, their leader. And this could be like getting corrupted with that knowledge through materialism, through worldliness, through societal norms that are forcing people to kneel to demonic force that are very powerless. These things are powerless without you. You know what I'm saying? Without your self-love, without that love frequency, these demonic entities are powerless. That's why they have to feed on different people. This is why they have to suck people in. This is very real. Your purpose is the way to vibrate higher, hey, is what I'm getting. So I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm also seeing the love frequency of 528-852-432. Let's look at a quote. Love is the highest frequency you could vibrate in and the highest state of conscientiousness. Then it says, the feeling of love is the highest frequency you can emit. The greater the love you feel and emit, the greater the power you are harvesting. So yeah, and it comes from the root, it comes from the soil. So this is very natural and organic. This is not manufactured. And I think people want to use that. They want to use it. They want to steal it. These empty vessels could have been molested, because we see the word molested comes up twice. Let's see exactly what molested could mean. It could be pertaining to sexual abuse, improper conduct. It's often penetrated using a physical force or by taking advantage of. So it doesn't have to stop at sexual abuse. All right? You could use it in a context of how people are dealing with you. It's like their behavior is a force that they're trying to like project on you without your consent. We're going to use it like that. Molestation in this context mean that people are trying to project or use force to penetrate your life. They could be using paradigms, different paradigms. It's like different things that are in the world they're trying to use to get you. This could be people that's trying to offer you money, gifts, so they could have control over you, abuse you. Now, it could be a serious situation here where molestation is where the darkness is at. That's where the darkness is feeding on, or that's where the darkness was birthed. Hurt by someone we love from an early age. This is why we button up. For some people, that's why they don't like people touching them, getting close to them. They don't even like hypersexual advances. You know, they wouldn't even, it rubs them the wrong way. And that again could be another rip in your aura that's inviting these heavy entities, anger, corruption, wickedness. So just keep in mind, it may not be your full story here today, but I'm guessing that this is something that we're conquering and moving through in Taurus season. There's a Taurus card. And a lot of you may have a lot of shame. I'm hearing tell the truth and shame the devil. So this could be telling the truth to yourself. Admitting the truth each and every time, regardless of how hard it is or regardless of how shame you feel that you were wrong. And this could also be the cause of certain development disabilities. Behaviors in adults that seem to aim towards adolescent. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. If you want to give back to the channel in any way, check out the description box below on how you could do that. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.